Hello again. I'm so happy you're still with me in session 3. In this session, I'll be talking about the window of tolerance. I'm going to use this time to describe the window of tolerance to you, to give you some understanding of the different responses to stress you might experience. And before the end of this session, I'll give you some tips on managing those responses. You'll already recognise that some things that cause stress to you don't cause stress to others, and vice versa. And this is because how we react to what happens around us depends on the experiences we've had in the past, the support we can get from others, and the skills and tools we have developed that we can use to help us manage life's challenges. The window of tolerance can be described in 3 layers. I'll draw this for you as we go along, and we can think about it with an example. So here are the 3 layers, and across the bottom is our measure of time. I'll start with describing the middle layer first. The middle layer is the window. It's the area where stresses come up and down, but it feels that you can cope. You can cope by using your own problem-solving skills, and you can tolerate the amount of stress, and you don't get overwhelmed with emotions. I'm going to label this layer the window. This window is where we want to be. It's where the stress we feel goes up and down through the day, but everything is manageable because we have the skills and tools or support to deal with situations that come up. So let's think of an example in this window. Imagine you wake up and the cat is purring around your feet for its breakfast. You've maybe had a poor night's sleep and would have liked to have stayed in bed, so you're experiencing some stress. At the same time, someone starts knocking on your front door. You don't want to answer the door in your night clothes. This is a more demanding situation. You need to get something to put on, or maybe you're shouting at the person at the door to hold on for a minute, trying to ignore the cat, or popping it in the living room while you answer the door. You might feel a little bit stressed, but you'll likely still be able to deal with these demands without being overwhelmed and remain within your window of tolerance. So if stress keeps building, you're more likely to feel under threat. Maybe you have letters to deal with, your bus is late, you have difficult phone calls to make, or you get a bit of bad news. What might happen then? You might move quickly up through the top of your window of tolerance. You might notice different body sensations, feeling tense, feeling hot, or your heart racing. You might be snappy towards people. You may have feelings of frustration, anger, fear, worry, or feel frozen and unable to react to a situation. This is our fight, flight, freeze response, also known as hyperarousal. Or you might move quickly down below the window of tolerance. Here you start feeling low in mood. You might withdraw from friends and family. You might feel empty or find it difficult to speak, or just want to curl up in bed alone. This response is called the collapse or shutdown response, which is also known as hyperarousal. Working through the painful emotions of grief and loss, traumatic experience, and hormonal changes alongside everyday stresses can make your window of tolerance smaller. This means you're more likely to shoot above or below your window of tolerance when faced with stressful situations. Sometimes people feel guilty or ashamed of these types of responses, but these responses are normal and they are automatic. Humans developed these responses as part of evolution a long time ago to protect themselves from danger. So if it's all automatic, you might be wondering what you can do about it, how you can stay within your window of tolerance and avoid these uncomfortable feelings. Well, this depends on the situation. Maybe you have a medical appointment coming up and you know this will be stressful for you. If something like this is coming up for you, take a little time to pre-plan the day so the lead up is as stress-free as possible. You could consider asking someone to go with you, or you can plan not to do any other tasks before the day of the appointment that might add extra stress. You can plan to leave for an appointment in plenty of time, so you're not worrying about being late. If you can't plan ahead and you're feeling stress build up through the day, you might pick up clues from your own body or your own behaviours. These clues are really important, and if you pay attention to them, they can be your early warning system that you need to do something for yourself. If you have the shutdown collapse response, going below your window of tolerance, you'll benefit from having a go at a deep breathing exercise, some light exercise, or taking a shower. Jenny's Core Connection and Shakira's Move sessions have lots of options if you're not sure where to start. These sorts of activities help bring you back to focusing on the present moment. If you think that you're likely to experience fight, flight or freeze, you'll need to use a coping technique that helps you to calm. You could put your mobile phone on silent and turn off notifications for a while. And this is particularly useful if your phone is the reason you're stressed. Try using a breathing exercise to bring you back down into your window of tolerance. You can use any breathing technique in the mind, move or core connection session, or you can repeat the talk through on drawing the breath that's at the end of this session. Taking a break and giving yourself some self-care is a great way to cope. When you feel calmer, you'll be able to think more clearly and deal with problems more effectively. So let's move on to our activity, drawing the breath. I find this a great exercise, especially if I'm not sure how I'm feeling and want to check in with myself and look for clues of stress. You don't need to close your eyes. You just need a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and your breath. Holding the pen or the pencil in your hand with the paper in front of you on a flat surface, begin by tuning into your breath. You don't need to do anything else right now. Just pay attention to your breath. Notice your breath's rhythm and the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Now keep this focus and put your pen or pencil to the paper and allow yourself to draw as you breathe. Drawing up and down waves or circles that follow your breath's rhythm. If you notice your breath slowing and deepening, then draw more slowly, just to keep a match. If you feel able now, just notice how you are breathing, and if you're not already breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, just give this a try. See how this feels for you, drawing all the time. Don't worry if your lines are overlapping. That's okay. Just keep going with the process, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and staying connected to that rhythm. Now keep on drawing and try to lengthen your breaths, taking 3 seconds to breathe in and 3 seconds to breathe out. Pausing at the top of your breath for 3 if you can. So breathing in through your nose, pause, and out through your mouth, and pause. Take a few breaths like this, and then bring your pencil to a stop. Now just take a minute to notice how you feel. Do you notice any changes in the rhythm of your breath? Or to your heartbeat? Have a look at your drawing. Do you notice anything there? Did the length of the lines or shapes change? Maybe you increased or reduced the pressure you put on the pencil or the pen against the paper as your breathing slowed. If you choose to do this exercise again, you can keep going until you feel calm. And whatever you have planned for today, keep looking after yourself, and I'll see you soon for session 4, when I'll be talking about the connection between anxious thoughts, physical feelings, emotions, and how we act. Thank you for joining me today.